duel today. So very quickly, here's turn one. There's nothing to see yet. So that's how Omni works. We'll switch out. Jump to the next turn. All right. And we have a message. We'll deal with that in a second. So here we are with Omni. We're hiding in the water. And the throne is hiding in the water. Now, what do we see? A demi-lich is awake. Baalz has already put his demi-lich up. Or did it awake? Scales are overall bad, except for order. And here for Marverni, a Lord of the Forest awake. And sort of similar scales, but not quite as crazy. And I suspect these guys are already researching. Some of them are. Hey, thank you, Lord Sloth. I don't know if you can, you're not showing as viewing, but obviously you must be around. Okay, so there's no expansion yet. No other action. So we'll leave this turn. Now, the other thing sometimes of interest, so scales, yeah, so pretty neutral. Well, no, that's a 9-point scale dump. Otherwise, he went fairly straightforward. Lord of the Forest, if I remember correctly, is typically Earth and Nature. So we might be going with one of those combos. Now, well, there's an easy, what the heck, only 3 commanders? That's a weird independent. What have we got here? Light infantry and militias. Slingers and militias and a wizard. Heavy cavalries, but not very many of them. Only 10. And infantries. Now, over here, we've got militias and archers. Heavy infantries and slingers. Heavy cavalry. I got my tea coming, so I'm going to pop out here and make my tea right away. Barbarians, a good sized chunk of them, 90. Ooh, keep that one in mind. Started at 90. That's quite a bit. And these guys chose not to use a wrapped map. Hey, Sablecat, how are you? Yeah, they chose not to use a wrapped map. By the way, somebody or other wanted to know when we went live. Well, no, they should know. They should know. It's up and at 'em. Sounds. The sounds are a bit muffled. My voice or the game sounds? Why would I be muffled? Why would I be muffled? Settings look fine. Everything looks fine. The only thing is there's some background noise with my kettle. Okay, turns up. Yeah, I don't know why my sound would be muffled. It's kind of weird. I haven't changed anything since this morning. I just turned streaming back on. Proclamation from... Oh, I forgot to check the message last turn. Oh, my bad. 2 attacks by Marverni, 1 by Arcus Valley. I will pop out and pop back in so I don't hold them up. And then very quickly, I'm going to go get my tea. Okay, I'm back. My tea is steeping. I'll give it a few minutes to get good and dark. Michael Cook, welcome. I don't recognize your name, so if this is your first time, very much welcome. Yeah, I think it has to be at your end somehow or other, Salvacat, because I just didn't make any changes. Now, let's have a look-see. So my ready went, oh, look at that. 5 boar warriors just on their own. Let's see his bless. We should get his bless here. So 5 is very few. Okay, there's Divine Blessing. Geez, these guys are done the turn already. Well, quickly, regen, Blood Bond, and Fortitude. Alrighty. So we'll take another look at these guys in a bit. But we got to jump out and go to the next turn. I don't want to hold them up. Okay, so let's watch this again. Here's these 5. Still chugging away. All right, Fortitude. So 50% damage resistance for all mundane damage. And Blood Bond. That was just commanders with no troops. Isn't that the funniest thing? Well, that was an easy expansion. What about here? The Lord of the Forest goes out with a little bit of the Start Army. Looks like most of the Start Army died earlier. What does the Lord of the Forest have? Did he make a little bit of gear? He did not. Okay, has he got, and let's see. So that's the same regen, Blood Bond. Earth, nature, and blood. All right, he spent some serious money. That's, yes, that's quite a blast. Pricey. Pretty nice on the Lord of the Forest. I mean, he's regenerating a significant amount. As long as he remembers to stay in his own candles. And there he goes. Attack, attack, attack. So, you know, he's not hitting very well. He should have hit a little better than that. They can't really do anything to him. Well, quite a bit of chip damage, even through his 319 protection. Yeah. Okay. Rather than sit here too long, let's jump over and see what we got. So that is just Start Army. He's buying some Wind Riders. Okay, so he's gone with Wind Riders. We're not going to get to see his bless yet. So what do we got happening over here? Okay, straightforward. Throw some javelins. That worked out well, that his javelins went against the unshielded guys. The Kadassis are doing quite well. Lost a few. Nothing too bad. The Peltus. Okay, so we've kind of seen everything there really is to see here. I'll leave and come back, just to be sure I don't hold them up. So under the graphs, Arcus Valley is seriously researching. My guess, point buffing. Expansion is about equal, so both are about the same place. Chaos thinks he's slow. He's not slow. Okay, I just wanted to chat with him briefly. All right, let's get another turn. A messenger from already. Oh, 2 afflictions off. Oh, that hurts. I gather on his god. 50 villains, 10 PD was. Okay. So stupid villains took his PD. No, he failed with 6 poor warriors. He killed almost all the heavy infantries, but he couldn't quite get the slingers. So that kind of hurt. So where's his god? Where'd he go? Prophet man with no shirt. Okay. Where'd the god go? Where did he go? There he is. Well, let's see what afflictions he got. Which ones did he get? Weakened and limp. Yeah, that's not too bad. No recuperation, though, so. But, you know, when he gets around to doing some hunting, some blood hunting, he can cure himself. What's the Gutator doing? Nothing much. Just sitting back. Did he throw some? Nope, some. He hasn't got any magic yet. And off go the Boar Warriors. Geez, those slings are getting through. Short bows, actually, not slings. I don't know why I said slings. I just saw the mace in their hand. That was pretty hefty attrition. I mean, not too bad, but a fair bit of attrition. So the Lord of the Forest is sure slow now. Okay, and over here, that one we looked at. What about this one? Well, those 5 Boar Warriors are chugging away. Fairly solid. And yeah, so an unsuccessful expansion up there. He lost 6 Boar Warriors. How many candles does he have? I'm only showing 1. That can't be right. That does not look... There's something funky there. Why would he? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Have I actually got candles turned on? There's candles. Oh, okay. So his candles are traveling around with his Lord of the Forest rather than at home. That might not work out so well. What about KaosKhow? 7 Wind Riders very easily take out heavy cavalry. I'm thinking because they leapt over the top. So let's have a look. Divine Blessing. And yes, sir, the cavalry leapt over the top. That kind of neuters the heavy cavalry to it. Oh, and they can't hit. So let's see the blast. This is what we wanted to know. What is the blast? Magic weapons, poison resistance, blood surge, awe, and invulnerability 10. Well, well, well. Awe. That's interesting. So the invulnerability brings them up to some pretty solid protection values. 17 in the body. More than that, because it's actually 23 when you stack the invulnerability. So that's pretty solid. Okay, so we have now seen, and then on research, so they're equal on provinces. Research, KaosKhow is way ahead. Dominion, fairly standard. Army size. Yeah. So Mavridi lost its starting army, but it's hard not to have that happen. And no forts. Okay. So we've seen most anything, and they are waiting on me. My Dominion is starting to cover the map. I thought I turned the connections off. Maybe I didn't. I may not have done this right. Oh, I left the connections. Well, that was stupid. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. Too much going on today. I didn't quite do this right. I should have turned all these connections off. I wonder if this is going to mess them up. I could restart the game. I should offer them that problem. Surely enough, we could do a restart and it won't mess things up too much. So I'll let them. Well, hopefully we'll just keep going. I need to pop out and pop back in. Well, he played a ton of test games. He's never seen this happen, but funny things happen. And limp is not so bad. It's just one of those oddities. Okay, so the KaosKhow Start Army is shrinking, but it's still moving along. And he's got this batch of Wind Riders that very cleanly took on Amazons and Jade Maidens. And the other one with, oh, only 3 there. That's not very many. But it worked. Worked very well. See if there's much to see here. Well, I need to talk to these guys. Now, they seem to be satisfactory. They seem to be happy enough. So how does this work with only the 3? Is that the Wind Lord leaping? That is the Wind Lord heading out as a thuggeroo. Look at that. Look at that. Where's the Wind Riders? Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, come on. They gotta be able to hit commanders. There's nothing much to that. These guys. Attack 13. Okay. Okay, looks like we're going to do a restart. Oh, maybe we're not, well, it's, yeah, okay, we'll find out if, let's look at the Dominion graph. Okay, yes, we're going to restart. Yes, I'm going to Dom kill him. So we need a restart. Okay, I'm going to exit the game. All right, I have to go restart this. So here we are. We have to kill. And I have to edit the map. So I guess I'll show you guys what I'm doing there. Might as well do that while I'm streaming. So map editor. Now, this one was Shard Duel with Omni. And you know what? I'm going to move Omni way out of the way. Yeah, right up over here. So this is now where Omni is, and I got to turn off the connections. Whoops. That's better. Yes, that is significantly better. All right. Save the map. This is Shard Duel with Omni. Okay, I gotta exit this. And then I gotta also do the second piece of edit. Oh, what province is that? I have to go back in there and look at that again. Shard Duel with Omni. That is 59. Okay. Okay, I know what that is now. I have to go edit it in apps. You won't be able to see this on the chat, but This should not take me very long. Should I do it with Omni? Okay. That was 59, right? Oh, I didn't even do it. Okay, this should be fine. I just have to update this. Do I have to rename the whole thing? I suspect I do. Yeah, I gotta rename this. Sorry, I'm doing this while you guys are watching, so. Omniscience considered an underwater nation will spawn in the pond anyways? Is it really? Bugger all to hell, I think you're right. Okay, that map editing was incorrect. Fine, what a mess. Okay, I have to go into the pond. Or, no, I just changed this to a sea province. Just make it, fake it. Get rid of the many sites. Yeah, we'll just fake it. That should do it. It'll look like sea. Thank you. That was useful to keep in mind. I'm going to rename it though. Shard Duel with Omni. Oh man. Shard Duel Omni 2. Yes, good. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. Shard Duel with Omni 2. We will check it in Notepad. That looks fine. Give a new name. Okay. All right, that's good. Close this thing. Now we got to zip it. I got to put the zip up on my drive. All these hoops. Place. Okay, let's go here. I need to open my drive. Okay, back to Discord. And then back to the game. Hmm. All right, it's kind of a mess. Sorry that the stream is. Well, thank you for your subscription there, James Allen. Sorry for the mess here, guys. I'm just running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to sort this out. Come on, I restarted it. Oh, no, that's not the command I needed. Ooh, son of a gun. No, they have to resubmit. Okay, well, we wait. We wait. I need to change the map. The map. Well, I hope this is better. I hate to have this all mucked up again. Again. Okay, in. And now I claim. Oh, this is just going a bit slow. Yeah, everything just takes a little bit of time. Well, I apologize to the viewers. Maybe I'll do a sing along. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Just what you wanted, right? Me to sing some other anthem. Where's that anthem from? Jeez, I don't remember. Okay, we got some other stuff going. Oh, wow. This is interesting. Right, back to the game channel. Am I personally targeting players? Well, it was an honest mistake on my part. It was just such a busy morning because I had 3 different games. People wanted me to stream all at the same time, get started asking this morning. So I had to pick one. I had to defer a couple. And then this weekend, there's so many duels going on. I think there's concurrently, or all at the same time, I think there's 5 actually underway or part done. So, yeah, it's a big one. How's these guys doing? Oh, they're doing fine. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, are we there? We got Marverni's in. Arco is in. Okay, I can start. All right, we start. Here we go. Here we go again. Yeah, I distinctly don't want to influence these duels. So what the heck's the fun of that? And I'm sure glad I decided I wasn't going to try to play, because I would never have been able to keep up with all the organizing and trying to play some of these. That just wouldn't have been any fun. Too chaotic. I'm having enough shenanigans going on with my life anyways, so I don't need that. Let's see if the game is ready to go. Here we are. All right, we're starting off fresh again. And we are where we're supposed to be, and we have no connections. All right, that's more like it. And the throne is where the throne is supposed to be, so we're good. We're up and running again, guys. And off we go. So, yeah, first turn, Omni can't really see anything. That's not really here nor there. We kind of know that. Oh, now they flipped. Oh, it looks like they started opposite each other this time. Or they flipped star places, but oh, whatever, that doesn't particularly matter. That doesn't mess things up. Sounds like the wobbly pops are flying fast and furious amongst the players, so this could get entertaining. Everybody likes their wobbly pops. Okay, new turn's up. Message from Averni. There, that's more like it. Yeah, well, I wondered why he started with such... Oh, there we go. So let's turn candles on. That is more like it. Right, so he's got his candles coming up. Candles coming up. Okay. And again, the Demi-Lich is awake. So there's nothing to see yet. Turn 2. Ah, okay, we also are missing thrones and events. So can we not see this? We cannot see this action. But he did expand a little bit. Lord of the Forest. No expansion by Arco here on turn 2. So they're changing things up a little bit. Yeah, let me pop that back in. Dinosaur jumping on this subscription. Well, that's built in with Streamlabs. I could probably change that somewhere or somehow, but this is this. Oh, Crumbum and Blowax fought on this map. Did they enjoy it? Well, I think the wobbly pops are flying fast and furious, Loggy. So, not that you can't do this with some wobbly pops, but too many wobbly pops, and I just nod off. Then I'm not playing. Sitting here at my computer. Done that before. Not a very common thing for me because it's not good for me. Yeah. I wonder where that subscription thingy is. This subscription goal is not updating itself very well. I mean, it's showing when people add, but it doesn't show the people that subscribe when I'm not online. So I'm actually a little bit higher than that. Quite a bit higher than that. Somebody's talking to me. Nothing too important. Okay, there was a new turn. I'm not getting the dings. 10K last time, only has 7K this time. Well, yeah, it happens. Oh, he waited to get his Windlord before he made a profit. Well, that makes sense. Okay, the Lord of the Forest ran out with what's left of the starting army. And here we have... Okay, he's doing that 5 Boar Warriors thing again. It's working. And then the Arcos Valley Start Army with the Cardassis and the Peltas. So there's not a lot here, but let's jump back to the Lord of the Forest again. And it looks like he is paying very close, careful attention to being in his... Oh, no, he's not blessed. Did he go out of his candles? Oh, dude, you don't want to do that. Yeah, you want that Lord of the Forest in his own candles, or he's going to get a lot of afflictions. He is not blessed right now. Oh, looks like everybody's running away. And the slingers are just not penetrating. Oh, it should be them running away real quick. The forest has no, okay. So this looks like he's got candles there, but he didn't have his blast, so maybe they came in after the fight. That does happen. He's going to have to be careful about that or he's going to get in a little trouble. Okay, I'm going to pop out. Oh, turns up. Why am I getting no sound effects? Hardly at all. Prophet is a real bro. Wow. Okay, we didn't see his prophet, but we'll see if we can spot him. So 3 attacks by Marverni, 2 by KaosKhow. So let's have a look-see here. So what do we have? The starting army made a second attack, still has, and it took out heavy cavalry. Only a couple. Fairly easy problems. What have we got going on here? 4 Wind Riders did the job beautifully. I'm suspecting if we do it real quick, we'll turn on the colors. They're going to leap to the back again. Yes, sir. Divine Blessing, leap to the back. Holy Avenger. And the Wind Lord's going to just smitey, smite. Excellent. Okay, that was clean. Very clean. So we've looked at KaosKhow. Now, let's see what's happening here. Lord of the Forest. So, that's the funny thing with only 3 commanders showed up again. Maybe it's a fixed thing on this funny map. Is he blessed? No! Oh, you're getting ahead of your scales, buddy. You're going to have some trouble. Or your candles. He's definitely getting ahead of his candles here. Wonder if he notices. Well, not my business to intervene. I'm simply a spectator. What about this? Okay, he's asking about it in the channel about the Omni thing, but I don't think it affects him. So his Boar Warriors with a little bit of leftovers did just fine against quite light PD. And what about over here? 5 Warriors. So more of these just commanders with no troops. Is this just like the weirdest map around? These are wastelands. I don't know. There's something funky going on here. Anyways, we'll see. All right, new turn. We got the new turn. It is very quiet. I'm not hearing the turn dings. Okay, a single attack by KaosKhow and 2 attacks by Marverni. So, anything different here? Lord of the Forest and Boar Warriors. That was a substantial number of Wolf Tribe. Not outrageous. And 13 Boar Warriors. Now, is he in his own candles now? There we go. That's better. That's what he wants to do. Push your candles, buddy. Is his prophet here? There's his prophet. Actually, he has a shirt. Okay, that's what it says. A little hard to read all jammed up like that. Well, that was quick and dirty and cheesy peasy. Over here, 6 Boar Warriors. They go take out a couple heavy cavalry and some heavy infantries. You know, it's funny. I don't know what goes on sometimes, but I set the independence to 5. In small wastelands, you've seen it where the province was literally empty. Okay, well, maybe that's why that's happening. See over here, this wastelands, it's got Bone Tribe, but it's got mainly commanders, 8 of them. Yeah, that's kind of funky. Now, what do we got? 6 Wind Riders did just fine, but his start army, he didn't even bother. He's bringing it back. All right, now research is something we want to kind of have a bit of a look at. All right, so it's almost completely doing the research with his demi-lich, rainbow demi-lich, chugging away. So, okay, I'm ahead of things. I don't think there's anything really special going on here. What he did before was pretty straightforward. Keep the Gutuator. Could be a few different ways to pronounce that. I'm assuming it's most likely something from Old Celtic. He's got his bless up everywhere. A couple heavy cavalries. The Boar Warriors just kind of shake it off. Yeah, so you got the B bond, it hasn't activated yet. That fortitude helps a lot. And the regen. So not too shabby. Yeah, not too shabby at all. And they hit hard. No question about that, they hit pretty hard. Oh, they're solid. Those are solid troops, low attrition. All right. Looked at everything we're seeing for me. See, this time my candles are not spreading, so that worked a heck of a lot better. There we go. There's my intern ding. I heard it this time. What is... I'm dying so badly to know if he has magic weapons or not. Well, I can't help you with that. Wind Riders do just fine, just 4 of them. Oh, that's pretty cool. And, oh, we lost one. But that was 11 heavy cavalry. That's still doing pretty good. The big, and what else we got? Oh, I should do my pop out and pop back in. Gotta keep reminding myself to do that. So, there's the few Boar Warriors. There's the Lord of the Forest, doing just fine. So we kind of want to keep an eye on it. Hey, here's Earl. How you doing, man? You did make it. Yeah, it's the second stream today. I'm going to be so beat, so exhausted. And it's looking like possibly 2 tomorrow. And I had to turn down Lucid's game, his duel, because I couldn't stream all 3 games that were going on today. Plus I have 1 or 2 games where they played slow, but I'm archiving the turns. So I'll be putting those up as just a regular video, not a stream. Anyways, we'll get to that stuff. But it's very busy right now. Very busy. And I still want to showcase some more sort of interesting other games that I've got. I did some remnants of the Precursor, which I quite like. Just going back to play the old Master of Orion. And I have to say, I appreciate the high levels of abstract. Oh, look at that. The poor Lord of the Forest got bind there for a bit. It beats getting toted. Toted is rough. Yeah, those Blood Bond Boar Warriors with the Fortitude are demonstrating themselves to be really quite durable. Attrition is really low. Did he lose any? Not even 1. What happened here? Oh, villains. And they succeeded? Well, that's only 1 PD. It's only 7 villains, though. I mean, just about anything. 3, 4, 5 PD would have stopped that. But, you know, when you start playing with Misfortune, you got to buy a little more PD and have some armies around to reverse things. Okay, so on the provinces graph. Good expansion by Marverni. Both are solid. And, of course, the Wind Riders have the tremendous mobility. So that's going to be a factor coming up. Somebody's been talking to me. Nope. Just my turns. No signs of forts going up. Income's quite balanced. So they found a few sites. What do we see? Do we see sites? Here we are. Oh, pretty sweet. That's nice. Air gems and astral pearls. Without even having to look. I believe those are automatic show. And then what about... he got an Academy of War. Okay. Probably won't be time in this game for that to matter. He got some air gems too. And he went down into the swamp. I think... Oh, Turns up. I think the difference in income is Marverni's been taking the lower Lightless Lantern game. That'll help. He expanded better. I think I did worse. I don't know if that's really the case. I mean, he's expanding really well now, but it took a little while. If you look at the provinces, Arcus Valley started off kind of slow. Then he got kicking. And we only made turn 5, right? It was 8 when I decided we better kick this back. So he's doing fill-in. That works well. So he's just kind of getting his economics. He's pushing this way to, I imagine, try to lock down the middle. This volcano. 40 barbs. Barbs. Okay. So everybody's filling in the back line. Mostly. We got here. Oh, look at that. 9 Peltas actually succeeded. But there was hardly anything here. That was a cheap expansion. Here in the swamp. Oh no, that's a forest, not a swamp. Yeah, it's a jungle forest. Okay. So 4 Wind Riders did the job again. Up here. 5 Wind Riders. Look at that. Yeah, it's just a Tavies, but there's a lot of them. And then up here, Crystal Sork and Amazons. We took a bit. He took some attrition there. Yeah, he definitely took some attrition there. So he got one of them, but he didn't get the other one. He's getting shot. So I wonder what kills these guys. Oh, a shocking grasp. That's probably why. Yeah, that's probably what got a couple of them. I could look at that in a little more detail. Let's jump in. Ahead a little bit. All right, let's hit the F1. So Crystal Priestess, Crystal Sorceress are dead. Amazons are dead. This Wind Rider, what got him? Yeah, shocking grasp. So that's what killed a couple of them. Well, always trouble when you come up against air magi. Oh, many magi with their insta-kill touch spells. All right, they're waiting on me. So we won't hold them up too much. So in the game chat, KaosKhow says, I got Academy Award, just give up. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have time for Academy Award to... Scout is missing. Okay. Oh, he hasn't been able to see the bless on the Wind Riders yet, and we should confirm that bless. If somebody gets a chance, write this bless down for me. Yes, Arcus Valley has magic weapons, so point buffing body ethereal is not going to be terribly helpful. Blood surge, awe, and invulnerability, yeah. So the awe doesn't help you against shocking grasp. So he starts up here. This is interesting. He's got his prophet way ahead. That's an interesting technique. I guess he's just trying to draw them in. Well, he's got a second Windlord back here. And, okay. Well, it worked out well. I think the prophet's a little far forward, but... So that went well. Got just boar warriors. Now, I see a vertebrate here. So let's see if we got some point buffing. Do we have some point buffing? No, that's the ones. Vertebrates are just priests. My mistake. No point buffing. And he's dealing with lizards. There's not very many of them. But we have seen in some of these duels, lizards... Oh, and there's curses being slapped around by shaman. They are holding up against those lizard warriors very well. Okay, nice job. I should also pop out and pop back in. So what else we got? Okay, came up with some ectromals. Much the same stuff. Yep, much the same stuff. Yeah, I'm impressed. This is pretty good stuff on Boar Warriors. I mean, the last time I mucked about with Marverni, I just went with larger and that was it. I just went cheap with, but that was for free for all. And the whole idea was to take your time and get the nation up and running. And we were also doing a bunch of testing of point buffing and what you can pull off and how it targets and what's the best way to set your magi into squares so that they don't waste their buffs. Okay, I think we've seen everything. So, map-wise, let's look at the graphs. Provinces, absolutely equal now. Forts, Marverni got a fort up. Did he build it or did he luck out with it? Looks like he built it. Yes, sir, he sure did. He's got a lab in there already. Doesn't have a temple yet. But he can start building, I believe. Should just take a quick look. We go to pretenders. Just so I remember these guys. They don't need a temple. Stargazers. And they're a good researcher. Although with his Drain 3, it's going to take a while to get research off the ground. But it'll come. Obviously, he's not too in need of resources for making Boar Warriors, which that makes sense. Oh, turns up. More messages from Marverni. How do barks can actually bust my pretender? Time to find out. Depends on his natural protection. Scout sitting at 19 to see his blast and still haven't seen it. Yeah, Sakani Stargazers, yeah. So they're good researchers with any kind of magic, but, well, they're super cheap astral magi, that is correct. But with his drain scale and everything else, so he still hasn't seen the blast. So let's see if this bark skin, there's the Lord of the Forest. There's a lot of fights here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by Arco. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want to see, is this the one? Yeah, I want to see the Lord of the Forest. I want to see if bark skin had an effect. So let's watch him buff here. So he's got his blasts because he's in candles. So there's bark skin. Okay, so it didn't have a great deal of effect because his natural protection was already way up there. We need to jump out and do this one again. I should have looked at him before it was cast. Oh, I don't want W. It's ugly as hell. Okay, so he's sitting at 19, the natural protection of 11, because he's got the +8 for Earth Magic. Yeah, Barkskin isn't doing anything. Does not help because he's already above. So he gets an extra +1. Big whoopee. Not worth the fatigue. Right. Okay, insignificant improvement. I don't think we need to see that. Well, it would be worth just checking. I should have checked. I'm going to jump back there. It would be worth checking just to be sure. Nope, he's got no afflictions. Let's just jump way ahead. Okay, they're all running away. Let's make sure he didn't get afflicted. No afflictions. Okay, so he's clean. I will do my end turn and join back. Well, so let's look at the provinces graph. Ooh, they're still neck and neck. Still neck and neck. Success. Ooh, that was a success, but pricey. He lost his Gutuater and a couple of Boar Warriors. Still, he's doing this stuff with only 6 Boar. Oh, it's odds. Well, of course. They'll come blasting back and take out your mage. Over here, doing fine with 4 Boar Warriors. And this is not a bad idea to bring a spare commander. What happened here? Oh, Arco probe with the scout, just to see how many barbarians are there. He pushed this scout quite far. Unless that was a misclick or something. What do we got here? So he's starting to get some attrition on the Boar Warriors. There's a good chance these guys are quite afflicted. That's somewhat my guess. Let's take a look. Because I am thinking... Do we see afflictions? No. these guys? Oh, maybe these are brand new. There's one with a bit of an affliction. And never healing. Okay. So not too much. Are the slings penetrating? No, not particularly. Did some of them not get... Oh, there's one that died. So, Boar Warrior, what killed this guy? Something just punched through. Heavy infantry hit him for 3. Heavy infantry hit him for 2. 2. So chip damage. Yeah, he just got hit by chip damage. Eventually killed him. Okay. So that's pretty solid. It worked. It was a little pricier. And his Word of Stone smites are helping quite a bit. Now, anything else really? What about up here? That was the Lord of the Forest. Now, in terms of the Wind Riders, so there's a nice 6, and they very cleanly take out the Lizard Warriors, and that's. But I suspect that they snipe the Shaman. Let's just have a look. See, do they pop back and grab the Shaman? Oh, turns here, so I won't hold these guys up. More messages. Boy, he's a chatty guy. Magic weapons, not a big worry. Neither is awe. This guy's will Zerk. Yeah, that'll get him through the awe. Maybe his pretender is scary. Or maybe it's a researcher. Well, he's right on his guess, but he doesn't know yet which of those guesses is right. And 2 minus Dominion score events this turn. And that kind of sucks. Especially, can he get a 3rd fort down before he hits me? Does he have death skills? I don't remember. Did he take death skills? He did take death skills. Well, mobility is a major factor. Because these Wind Riders really move. And that's quite a big stack of them. So he's put 2 of them together. So I'm thinking he's preparing to leap over top of it, maybe? Oh, the Demi-Lich is out. What's he doing with the Demi-Lich? Has he already got his research? Targets. Oh my gosh, 17 more Wind Riders. And the Demi-Lich is out and moving forward. Oh, this could get exciting. This could get exciting. All right, so he's pushing up over here. That's a dead end because that's where I am. Over here, Lord of the Forest. Now his candles have spread fairly nicely. Not too bad. Not sure where his profit is right now. Arco Killer. Okay, where's his profit? See the profit? Did he give him a funky name? I don't know. Let's go look at the Hall of Fame. What have we got? A couple of Windlords. And he has a shirt. Actually, he has a shirt. Is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know where he has a shirt is right now. There he is. Okay, he's up here. Did he teleport the Bucket Lich? He may have. He must have. Because Demi-Liches can't move. So I guess he did. I wonder why he teleported there. Well, maybe he's planning that to be his first extra fort. Because, oh yeah, there's a fort under construction. So he just brought the Demi-Lich up here to the front. Yeah, you're right. It's a Demi-Lich, not a full Lich. So he's putting his fort there. He's holding. He's going to hold this complete choke point because you can't flank over me. It's a good place to put up a fort. The other one's here if you want to just hold off any attempts for walking guys. Wow, this is cool. All right, I better jump out and jump back in. So 3 fights by... Yeah, we took a glance at those. They were all successful. Yes, sir. They were all successful. And success. And success. So there was a pause in the research. See? But even so, look at that. This fella still has halfway decent research with the Demi-Lich buzzing about. And he's got teleport already. I wonder what other magic he's got. We'll see fairly soon. At home here, he's got another Windlord. They're buying a lot of Windlords, which will delay some of his magic. Oh, he left the cave alone. It's not very many trogs. Okay, turns up. More messages from Barverny, but I'll pop out in. Okay, minus Dom and some death scales and some round province. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for sharing, because I cannot see that. That is correct. I can also not see assassinations. Caveman. Might lose entire party or even pretender. Take 2 more sips of my drink. I wouldn't probably bother fighting the caveman. And did he choose not to? Looks like he has left him alone for the time being. Okay, so Argos Valley has taken this whole line and is pressing hard. Oh, what do we got happening here? A mystic. Mystic found a library. Yeah, I see that. He's got sages. Well, that's pretty sweet. On top of everything else. A free library. So he just found that. What about gem income? Who's doing? Oh, they're both searching. So this is not too far off the money. Army size. They're very equal. I don't know how Boar Warrior to Windrider trade's going to be. It's going to be pretty rough if, you know, when Marverni goes to fight Arcus Valley, he's going to need to be sure to protect his blessers in the back, or he's going to be in deep doo-doo. It's obvious I was a parent. I'm a parent, although my kids are growing up where I don't have to watch my language. But I also had quite a bit of involvement with children as a scout leader and then as a school bus driver. And so I'm kind of used to being able to turn on and off my my adult language. Okay, I'm not holding these up. Anything else to look at here? So, okay, the forts are happening, but we don't see them yet. Research, a huge lead. So the Demi-Lich looks like maybe it's not researching just yet. Maybe he searched. He probably searched. Found a brigand lair. Arcos Blast. Give me a second. It's magic weapons and poison resist. We'll see it in a sec here. Well, this is the prophet, so I could see it right off the bat. Magic weapons, poison resist, blood surge, awe, and Stygian flesh. So, invulnerability. It's pretty good. The Stygian is working out quite well for him, if we look here. You know, that bumps him up. Not so much on this guy. But, it does bump up the Wind Riders quite nicely. Because they're a little bit on the soft side. So let's see. It bumps them up to 23 against mundane. So that's pretty sweet. And then we can look at Marverni's Blast is pricey. Pretty major. And it's obviously for his SC here. He's got... Is it show? Oh, he went out of his candles again. Dude, you gotta be awfully careful doing that. To see, these guys aren't blessed because he's out of his candles. Yeah, that doesn't work. Kind of a waste. I mean, it turned out okay, but maybe that's the wobbly pops coming into play. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the wobbly pop. I think he should leave these cavemen alone. He said he might go at the cavemen, but I think he should ignore those cavemen. It's really not very important. Wait until he can just take him with something that shoots. Because just plain old javelins will take out cavemen. But they're not in a cave, at least. So. Okay, turns up. Am I going to lose it all to caveman? I don't know. He didn't go with the caveman. My prophet will go why would I risk my pretender? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, don't use your pretender for that. Oh, he searched, and that paid off. Paid off quite nicely. Here comes the Windlords. What happened here? Oh, that failed. Adept of Pyroflegeton. Pyroflegeton. Man, that's a word. Commander and a priest and salamanders. The Wind Riders, it just was not enough Wind Riders for that. Oh, I can deal with my phone, so get out of here and just make sure I'm out and back. Get back to you guys in a minute. All right, I'm back. That was my mom. A rare indie? Yeah, that one. So let's watch this one. I'm quite curious. And I'm not holding them up if I do this. Okay, we'll speed this up. So this is a plain Windlord. So these guys have to stay back. And a single salamander, not a big effect. Does this guy have gems? He does. Ooh, gossamer cloth. Ooh, that'd be a nice thing to get if you were able to. And a firebrand. Those are pretty tasty. Oh, Abyssians. Okay. I don't know. I have very rarely seen this. So they take out the salamander, but they take a whacking from the fire shield on the salamander. So that kind of hurt. Did any die already? The salamander's dead. But yeah, see, that Wind Rider's down to 3 hit points already. So they took a bit of a whack there. And this guy, look at his fatigue. Yeah, he's in the heat aura, so that hurts. And the adept's back here. We burned a gem. And he's tossing combustion. Yeah, see, he's got this guy on fire. So that hurts. Yeah, that heat aura with the Abyssians is making a mess. Oh, and see, these guys are heading straight for the Windlord. And they're going to whack him nasty. Firebrand and Gossamer Cloth, yeah. Look, and they're putting him to sleep. He was already fatigued out. Oh, he's going to run away before. Yeah, he runs. Okay, so that's why that went wrong. 30 Wind Riders. Good grief. Look at this. And I think this is the Prophet. Oh, he's got some goodies. Great Sword of Sharpness and Pendants of Luck. So he's decided to thug up a little. 2 of these. Nice little thugs. And a Divine Blessing. Well, that's pretty fun. Wow. Look at that. That was a lot of barbarians dying right off the bat. First strike. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Windlords. One of them the Prophet. Pretty sweet. He's probably got some pretty nifty. Where's the Prophet here? What's his special? Tough skin. Whoa. Well, he hasn't got a lot of tough skin yet. Heroic ability +4, though. Wow. Oh, that's pretty good. And he built this guy a shield already. Just a trinket. Well, a little better than a trinket. Nice. I wonder if he got that through some luck. I'm sure he can make it, but these guys are casters. So he's already got some fairly basic thugs. Pretty obviously geared up to chop up that Lord of the Forest. Bowser. Mr. Barverdi, you should get that Lord back home and get some gear on him. He's going to need some gear, or he's going to die. Alrighty. Wow. This is exciting. I think Arcus Valley has a pretty substantial. Look at the research difference. That's pretty major. And good site searching for Marverni. Income's very equal. Forts. Oh, Marverni got that 3rd fort up. Provinces. So this fort must be really close to done. Is he building another fort anywhere? Is he forting up here for the sages? No, he's just making the sages at the speed he can. 2 sites, 3 more gems. Instead of dying to cavemen. Yeah, that was worthwhile. Only says 20 now. Well, as long as your candles are there. Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And an independent. Oh, that did not work. Oh, that stupid adept got him again. I wonder if this is one of these thugs. Yes, he's got 2 of these thugs here. And they don't make it. Oh, and this guy's got a heroic. That's going to be a bummer. That is definitely going to be a bummer. Wonder which one dies. Those darn heat auras. They are just thrashing him. Yeah, the heat aura is just thrashing him. That 82 fatigue already. And where's the thug? Is he there? No, no, no. No, no. These are just the Wind Riders. Okay, here comes the thug. We didn't fly. Interesting. Oh, one Wind Rider dead. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that guy. And he's going to lose the heroic one. Yeah, 4 hit points. That hurts. Look at that. Just good old fire darts and a flame bolt. Yikes. And he's on fire, so he is just plain dead. Yeah, they ran away, but he didn't run away fast enough. Okay. But 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Lord of the Forest is trapped. Okay. I better quit and come back. That's pretty exciting. So we just can't get that stupid. Still hasn't been able to get this guy. Okay, here's the fort up. I see a lab. Let's take a look at the research graph. Looks like the Demi-Lich is maybe researching again. Yeah. I think he turned him back on research. Okay, so he went up against the Lord of the Forest. And let's see if the basic Wind Riders had any success against it. She's got some PD here. And there they go. So they didn't go to the back. They're just taking out this front line. And then they're going to go toe-to-toe with the Boar. Oh, the Boar Warriors are getting away. They're getting around the flank. They're going at the Windlord. Okay, now are they hitting this guy? They are hitting him. But he's pretty seriously boosted. They seem to be whiffing. Defense skill of only 10. He's got no shield. Is he repelling? Let's have a look. We see some repels. Repel. Well, I don't really have time to look through all of that. But I think the problem here is fairly simple. This guy's getting whacked. And he's going to run away. Ooh, is he going to die? Yes, sir, he died. So then they run. Oh, and he paralyzed this one. Stun on him. Okay, so let's review. He lost 3 and the Windlord. So right now he doesn't have a method to deal with the Lord of the Forest. But the Lord of the Forest is going to have to find his way back to something. Okay, so on the provinces graph, a substantial loss for Marverny and a substantial gain for Arcus. So Baalz is making progress. Got more Wind Riders coming. He's got a lot of Mystics. He's got a Windlord here and Wind Riders. All right, now here, these guys bounced off the Boar Warriors and the PD. He's going to need to use a little bigger groups, I guess. Because these ones of just 5 aren't quite cutting it. Yeah, see, with enough PD, and he's tucking his commanders kind of safely into there. And either he's not on attack rear, or they're not getting to the rear. We got a little bit of protection going on. What happens here with protection? Okay, so that pumps them up quite substantially. Yeah, that's a useful spell. Hey, George Shannon, thanks. Oh, you're welcome. Well, I'm enjoying this one. This one's quite exciting. These are all quite exciting, these duels. And thank God I'm not playing in them, because when I've tried to stream and be playing, it's just too much. I can't keep track of everything. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm pretty tickled with how lively this dueling tournament's getting. We've got 6 matches going on this weekend, I think, total. And then some people are just doing fun duels just out of the tournament. So it's a very busy weekend. I had 3 requests to stream today, and I could only fit in 2. So Lucid and Silence are playing without Omniscience. One other game is I've got the collected turn files. It was a slower mode rather than a sit down, I'll do it in one. So that will be coming up. I have to put those together. I've got to do the folder creations and organize the turn files and et cetera, et cetera. And I may have some more of those coming, so there'll be those coming up fairly soon. Okay, these guys are talking to each other a little bit in the chat. Okay, we got a new turn. I just wanted to sort of throw some encouragement at the 2 players. Minus 200 gold event. Yeah, and a hailstorm. Okay, from a hailstorm. If he has death, all you have to do is hold. Well, you better keep that Lord of the Forest alive. He's there. He's there. And he just fought a tiny bit of PD. Okay, so Baalz is just leaping over top with his win. Oh, and he's put the capital under siege. This is it, boys and girls. He has made the big play, the big brain play. Can he hold it? So he wants to give himself a retreat path pretty quick here, but he's got enough. He's got enough little raiding parties. See, there's another 20. That's only a single Windlord. Did he lose some here? No, it's just PD. So who fought where? Oh, and did he try? Oh, he tried to land on this one. That one bounced. Well, okay, 28 Boar Warriors and a nice bit of 20 PD, I believe. So I could see why that bounced. Yeah, that's just not enough. Not enough. And this is one of these guys with the luck pendant. Oh, this guy's got a nice. What has he got? Heroic ability, agility. That's a nice one. Will I stream the loser bracket? I'll stream whatever I can fit in. Dark Wolf, as much as I can. Yeah, there's no reason I won't stream. I'm going to change that to the consolation bracket because it's not really loser because you can still get into the final. So I just don't like calling it the loser bracket. You're not losers. Not yet. Yeah, you can probably tell I'm kind of having fun doing these. These are really quite... Oh, that's just so much stuff to kill. Yeah, it's just chip damage all over the place. Little bits of chip damage. You can quickly see it here. See, he's killed quite a few. But he's just taken chip damage. That guy took 2. This guy took 5. And they're just going to... And then the Boar Warriors. Yeah, the Boar Warriors start to really hit him. It's the Boar Warriors that can punch through. Well, a Slinger. What else we got? 2 points from a Boar Warrior. What's the attack skill on the attack of 12? So that's not stunning. If any of them have a bit of experience, it'll be better. So they're very tough. Oh, but once they're berserked, then the attack goes up to 16. So we have little losers and big losers? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I can go with that. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm just trying to be nice. I'm usually nice. I'm not always nice. Oh, and some of the Boar Warriors are rushing for the back. But the Windlord ran away. Okay, so that was a lot of PD. Now, this was 11, and they cleared the PD, but it didn't have Boar Warriors patrolling. I guess Marverni did not anticipate. And I should make sure I pop out and back in. I think Marverni did not anticipate a very quick siege of the capital. If I was Baalz, I might not stay there. I might just up and take off. The Berserk is doing a heck of a job on the Wind Riders, you're right. And once he berserks and he gets that extra attack skill, I don't think just Wind Riders are going to be able to finish this for Arcos Valley, but he can sure trash the income. He can make a heck of a mess. And enough fights here on the capital. He'll crank the unrest up. He's blocking the recruitment. At least Marverni got extra forts up. But that really is going to limit how many more boar warriors he gets. So every turn, Arcos Valley can hang on to the top of the capital. But boar warriors are recruit everywhere, every fort. Let's just have a quick check here. Here they are. Nope, there they are. Yeah, they recruit. Oh, capital only. Okay, capital only. So basically, he's moved all his boar warriors down over here temporarily. Here's his other fort. Okay, and the Lord of the Forest is fine. So he can get back here and grab some gear. I know the Berserk is solid, and this blast makes those boar warriors kind of crazy tough. And they're really hard to kill. It's an expensive blast, but it is a duel, so everybody pays their big cash. Oh, where did the Lich go? Where did the Lich go? The Lich is not here. Where did he go? Oh, can't find the Lich. I'd move his Wind Riders. Is that what you're saying? To 31? It's 31. Yeah, exactly. Or I'd be trying to cut off chunks of the map to cut off the income. He has that potential. But I wouldn't hold, if he's got an afflicted Wind Rider, one that's been damaged, I'd leave that on its own on top of the cap just to force doing something. Marv will lose if he doesn't start pushing. I agree. He commented that in the messages that he could just hold and win by his better scales. Well, that's going to take a long time because he's only lost 3,000 population even with death scales. Because this is only turn 15. Lost a random commander to a random assassin. Oh, just an event. Okay. He defended both his other provinces with PD and Sacreds. I figured he didn't expect it, because if he'd had the Boar Warriors on his capital instead of on his other fort. Badly need a temple in my second fort, so I get swarm casters out more than one a turn. Yeah. So he's gone for swarm, so he went up alteration. Maybe I can sacrifice a sacred a turn for one more swarm caster, maybe. Swarm and soon wooden warriors should be doubly effective. Flaming weapons and magic weapons. Fire evocations. Death scales he plans to win. I don't know. I think this is Baalz. He's a very experienced player. And he's going to bring out other things as time goes on. Yeah, waiting for the scales to win you doesn't work if the other guy's bigger. That's the whole idea behind snowballing, right? So he's cut off this province already. So yeah, he did the cutoffs, or he started doing some of the cutoffs. So the Lord of the Forest is kind of wandering around. He really needs gear. Has he gone and got him any gear? No. He still got him no gear. Okay. Well, there's nothing really to see there. What have we got? Handful of Wind Riders taking out some PD. Oh, I really tried to push with a few Boar Warriors. Well, that was a pretty minimal. Plus, that's a big PD dump. Look at that. I believe that's 35. Yeah, I believe that's 35 PD. Heck of a PD dump. And Arcos Valley has ignored the other flank, I think largely because he's flying. So he split the siege army on top of the capital. It's like maybe 2-3 ways. Oh no, a good chunk of them's here. It's trying to catch the Lord of the Forest. It's my guess. It did not catch it. So down, pop out, pop back in. So just to review, Lord of the Forest won a fight. These guys did not. They really had no hope. Yeah, he can start taking the Indies in the south. He can crank up his economy to be over. That is a lot of PD. Did you? Well, I'm sure he is making a fort wherever he sent the Demi-Lich. I just haven't found it yet. Well, I don't think there's anything to see there. That's not particularly interesting. That's not. Yeah, these aren't interesting. So let's see if we can figure out where the Demi-Lich is. He brought it down here to block. Did he put it on the sages? No. Oh, he got the monster in the maze. I've gotten this guy. I can never make him work. He's really kind of goofy. Where the heck? Oh, there's the Demi-Lich. There you go. Another fort going up. You were right. Good call there, Dark Wolf. You just had to find him. And he got himself some more gems. Good bit of gem. So I haven't seen Baalz use any gems yet whatsoever. Other than a little bit of gear. And a very little bit of gear. Let's look at our Hall of Fame. Okay. Well, Sir Edward Blackfist is still somewhere on the map. And we still got 2 Windlords on the Hall of Fame. I set the Hall of Fame pretty small. It's only 2 players. But I think some of the other Hall of Famers have died now. More Windlords at home. Lots of Mystics. Got Sages. We already knew about the Sages, so that's just a little... he still has... Ooh. They don't know this, but that would be... those are both resources. A little bit of gold. Not huge. Still, filling in these other ones in behind, but he's sure keeping the pressure on. He's very much keeping the pressure on. Okay, I got to do a brief bio break. Okay, I'm back with a fresh turn. Death one confirmed, at least from him. Turtle and Wind. Turtle and Wind. Well, I don't agree. But... Ooh, that did not work. That did not work. Well, Arco made a serious play. That's a lot of Wind Riders, and it did not work. They are not trading well 1-to-1 with War Warriors. And I wonder how many die. So, are these the Great Sword of Sharpness thugs? They are. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Are they able to damage? Well, they're whacking on him, but his regen, they got to hit a lot harder than that. Ooh, they've got him bleeding. Okay, so but they're getting swarmed. No, they can't take being surrounded by boar. Look at that. They're dying quickly. And he's regenerating the bleeds. No, the thugs did not work. Too many boar warriors. Hey, bear. Okay. Those thugs were unsuccessful. Interesting idea and did not work. Nope, his wind riders just cannot kill war warriors. Okay, well that didn't succeed. I mean, he's got tremendous amounts of territory, but now he's got wind riders scattered all over the place. I suspect if we look at the Hall of Fame, so he's got some more of them up in the Hall of Fame, but one of them is dead. Okay. Well, but that fort's up, so that's 3 forts each. So let's look at the forts. Okay, 3 forts. Oh, Marvini has 4 forts. What's it going to do with 4 forts? I don't know. Don't ask me. Income. Marvini's got some back, so that's pretty good. Gem income. Ooh, lots of good site searching for Arcus Valley. Research. Good push for Arcus Valley. Dominion, army size. Yeah, that was costly. Okay, we're quite a ways from done. Yeah, that was a pretty big hit. That's a lot of turns of capital recruitment. How many was that? Where's he at for candles? So he's got 7 here. I don't know if he could afford to buy 7 Windlords a turn. Based on that, if he could buy 7, he lost only about 3, maybe 3 or 4 turns of capital recruitment. So there's got to be a lot more Wind Riders around somewhere. Let's see, 10 there. Maybe not. He has had some steady attrition of them. Marv should push, yeah, but as Marv said, he's still thinking of turtling. I don't think you can turtle in a duel. Maybe, but I'm not convinced. We will see. So what do we got for PD happening here? Like this was 34, 6, 0. Ooh, forgot to buy some there. 6, or maybe he just didn't bother. He's done the 6 kind of everywhere. And how much dumping? 20, 20. Capital, he put it back up to 20 after having them all killed. Any other PD dumps? 20 on his forts. That's a lot of unrest. That's kind of odd. Wonder what's going on there. There must be a site. Maybe an arena. Okay, so Chaos doesn't do the 6 PD. I think most people here probably know why I like 6. Just because on scout reports it looks, anything from 6 to 19 looks the same. It's not a significant difference. Either 5 or 6 kind of deals with easy stuff. Turtle till boars. Oh, he could be turtling until he can actually start pumping out great boars of Carnute. So let me make sure I pop out and pop back in. He can layer ethereal. He has no magic weapons. That's correct. No, I mean, we haven't seen Arco bring out any magic yet at all. Does everybody use blesses in duel? Well, I think everybody uses some bless in every game. I mean, there's no reason to not to take a little bit of bless, even if your sacreds are kind of trash. But in dueling, you need that year 1 power because you know you're going to be fighting. Even on these little bit larger maps, you're still going to be bumping up against each other very quickly. So I don't think we've dueled enough. Part of the reason for this whole tournament is to find out what it does work in dueling. Because there's been talk about dueling, and I know there's been some duels go on, particularly on immersion. But there's, on Lucid server, there's been very little dueling. Lucid had a few sort of exhibition duels to test out concepts. And there's not a lot of blitzing going on too many of the servers. The Clockwork server has a blitz channel that was fairly active at one time, but seems very quiet. I haven't seen any Oriads. Well, I haven't seen any Oriads at all. And that's a little surprising. But he could have Oriads out and about and they're hiding. No, that's fine. Newbie questions are fine. No big deal. I'm happy to answer them as best I can. Although, if you want newbie help, you can get more directly from me and other people on my Discord or the questions group on Luce's Discord or numerous places. Okay, I'm going to have to tell these guys. I'm going to tell them that I'm going to break here at the 2-hour mark. I actually need to do that. All right, and that means I do need to make a phone call, so I'm just going to go on the, make sure I set my turn. Okay, I'm going to go on the away and make a call. Well, there you go. So Dark Wolf has had some examples of people go on scales builds. Did they take at least a little bless, but predominantly scales? Yeah, there are nations where scales are better than others, definitely. I mean, if your sacreds are good, it's a shame not to bless them. Just exactly which bless is appropriate is utterly dependent on the sacreds. The Madman went for my commander, but he was expecting it to be surrounded by LOTs and my own light tanks. Never leave them solo. Yeah, they need units to back them up. Well, I agree with basically his comments here, but I don't think SCs are dead. Well, we could go into a long discussion of that. Scales get better as the game goes longer, would be my way to put it. And most duels just do not go that long. This one is going fairly... Oh, he finally got that crazy adept. I wonder if he got the goodies. That'd be fun if he was able to get those couple of goodies. We aren't really going to know, because we can't see the message. But he finally killed this stupid thing. Third time lucky, I guess. It's just that darn heat aura. Boy. Oh, okay. He made him run. And does he kill the adept before it runs away? Is it fatigued out? It is fatigued out. So he might get the loot. Yeah, I think there's always a little bless, is kind of how I was saying it. Because you might as well, no matter what you do, grab things like reinvigoration for your sacred magi, or even if I'm not planning to really use my sacreds, I'll go for thug and mage blesses like reinvigoration or arcane finesse. If you have astral to get better penetration, there's just a bunch of low cost blesses that are so very sweet. And a monolith is kind of one of the cheap classics with the 3 paths. So you go for the 3 low level blesses on the monolith and go imprisoned and you're up and running. So I don't think anybody runs with no bless. Okay, so the Lord of the Forest is being escorted by boar warriors. Thing is, it can only be in one place at a time. So this Valley could fairly happily just ignore it. Well, we've got everything set to easy research. And one of the concepts behind that is so that you can roll out the level 3 and 4 early magic. You can even rush up to the 6s. And we almost saw a 7 this morning. We almost saw Wailing Winds. We did see Shadow Blast. That was pretty cool to see. That's not something you see very often. So I think you do absolutely want to be thinking about magic. And it is interesting that Arcos Valley has all this research. Oh, its poor army size is sure taking a beating. But you're going to be using the lower end magic in a duel because the game will probably not go on long enough. This one may be fairly long. These guys are at a bit of a stalemate. Not a stalemate. I mean, Arcos Valley has the income and the gem income to win this. So unless Marverni starts pushing. You add one run to late game? I'm sure they can. It's just not very common. So far, we've had most of them concede before turn 30. Well, one thing you're never going to be is you're never going to be a giant 70 or 80 or 100 province nation. Because I think the biggest maps we're using, this one's what, a 50 or 53? And this is about as big as we've done. And if you're already at, 30 provinces, the other guy's then only at 20, you've kind of got the game. You should. Other thing is people don't tend to do all the expansion possible. So far, everybody's been kind of pushing at each other. You guys use normal research? Yeah, and I think that's totally open for options. I think it changes the nature of the game. I picked easy research based on when we did this in 2012 in Dominions 3, we did it with easy research. And that was popular for the simple reason, all blitzing is just to speed blitzes up so they didn't take all bloody day. Because I personally struggle with blitzing for more than 3-4 hours. I get very tired. And the streaming, I like to do in about 2-hour chunks. That's why I'm going to take a break here at 5, like on the hour. So I'll turn the stream off and come back a little bit later. Oh, they're waiting on me. My bad. Sorry about that. Thanks for the vigorous discussion, guys. It keeps me hopping. Why was that commander randomly patrolling? I don't know. Tattoos up. Okay, tattoos. He's got tattoos and Mother Oak. He's using the Academy of War. Okay. That's a big army. So he's making a push. Well, this is a good time to make that push because Arcos Valley has to rebuild. Yeah, normal research, you're going to want a little bit bigger map. I'd be happy to do another round of this with normal research another time on the dueling. Yeah, I think the biggest reason I picked easy research was just so these things end fairly quickly. And if I'm streaming them, that suits me very well. Well, that's a good size army. Oh, flagellants. Ah, okay. Well. I think we're going to see some different things coming out soon. So see, he has to go through this giant PD dump. So is Arcos Valley going to reinforce that? Put some serious mage support there. See, I'd probably be thinking of dumping a lab there, bringing some magi up. Your pet cat passed away. Okay. Well, I have no idea what that's about. Yeah, I have no idea what that's about. So maybe we won't engage with that. Well, that's the big thing for easy. That was my thinking. It's just because we're trying to do a lot of duels and the tournament is looking like it's going to expand a little bit more. I don't want these to take too long. Bum, 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 bum. All right. That is distinctly weird. Yeah, that is distinctly weird. Oh, okay. Well, we just don't have a whole heck of a lot to see here. I mean, this is really anything to see. That's a big. We could take a look and see if there's anything unique on the setup here. Nope, nothing too much. Oh, he's got himself a little bit of. Oh, he got the gear off killing one of those. He got the gear from killing one of those windlords. That's kind of fun. So he's still not made any gear of his own. What did he cast here? Iron Scan, Enlarge, Protection. So looks like he's decided to turn him into a bit of a buffer. Okay, he's got tattoos happening back here. And some gems. So is he going to toss up some swarm? Well, this probably wouldn't, this did not generate gem use. So that's most likely, I'm guessing, to allow swarm. Okay, well, what was that? So we're just waiting on these guys. Okay, well, I'm going to go away. I gotta go grab a couple things. See that the turn is rolled. So maybe these guys are pausing already. Well, we're just waiting on them. There's nothing much else happening. So maybe for the moment, what we got going on here? Yeah, we're done with that. No, that's not what we wanted. Where are we here? There we go. So bring the bracket over for a second. Okay, so not too much to see on the bracket, but I should make sure I'm updated. So games that are actually underway. This one is underway. This one is underway. So most of the first round, and this one is underway, in progress. And we've got 2 completed, so we know the winners. So that shows what we know at this point in time on the bracket. All right, we'll slip that back out of the way. Go on from there. Well, I'm waiting on these guys. We're waiting on Arcus Valley. So this may be the last turn we look at before the break. Hmm. Holy cow. One of the other duels. Oh, here's the turn. Well, let's have a look-see. What does Marverny say? In 3 turns from now, Thaumaturgy is cheaper. Wonder if Orko has a late game strat. It seems you picked a version of this map with a lot of sites. So there's a lot of gems. That's correct. I see you spamming Teppels now. Well, okay. The caveman. Okay, so he doesn't want to deal with the caveman. And Arcus Valley did a single counter raid that did not succeed. That was on the very, very cheap side. And the big stack of everything is just sitting there. Doesn't want to bump up against this big PD dump. But the PD dump does not have mage support at this point in time. So there's some mystics here. Big army there. What do we got here? Okay, so that's kind of it. I think I'm going to call that done for today. Or not today, until I do my break. And I hopefully will be back later. So I'm going to pause this thing. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to pause the game. Keep your eyes peeled for me back in 30 minutes, maybe closer to an hour.